Alright, what do you want to look at today?
So early game, I made a pretty bad mistake at around 4 minutes and entered my bot lane. Um, Game went relatively well for me, not the rest of my team, up until probably about 18 minutes. And then things kind of don't go as well, even though I'm really fed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess more like mid to late game. Um, I was really strong. My team was starting to catch up. Just decision making, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Couple things on this gank. Um, one thing is when you have anytime you have like an AD carry who's not an AD carry, it's an AP champion. Like in this case, it's Malzahar, or it'd be a Syndra or a Veigar, just an AP champion. Mana actually matters, right? Like let's say this is a Kayn or something, and their mana doesn't actually matter because they just auto attack for most of their damage. But AP champions, all their damage comes from their spells, which comes from their mana. So a lot of times when you gank bot lane, you don't really look at it, but in this case, if you look at it, he just has zero mana, right? So now when you go for this gank, you have to go for this gank with the mindset of okay, it's a 2v1 gank. I have no Emilio, I have no Malzahar, and if the answer is can I kill one of these guys 2v1, then you're still allowed to go for it. If the answer is no, I cannot kill 2v1, I need help from a bot laner, then you just base and you just go to your Krugs and you just play the game normally, right? I actually think that
Yeah,
you could have gotten a kill 2v1 here if you use your fear better, because when you end up fearing the Alistar, but you fear Alistar after he pressed all three buttons. Alistar only has W, Q, and E. He used his W, he just Q'd you, and that's his E. So after Alistar uses all three spells, all of Alistar's spells early game are pretty long. Q's like 8 seconds long, W's like 10 seconds long, E's like 8 seconds long. After he uses all three spells, he is basically just an auto attack champion for the next 8 seconds. This guy, for the next 8 seconds, is just going to be hitting you with 40 damage auto attacks. He is a complete useless sack of shit, right? Meanwhile, Jinx is still Jinx. She's still hitting you with autos that do more. She still has more attack speed. She still has her W. She still has her E. She still has her rockets, right? Um, Basically, whoever you're gonna E or fear, that's basically the guy that you have to kill. Long story short, if you're gonna fear the Alistar, then your job is to kill Alistar and then leave. If you're gonna fear the Jinx right now, then your job is to kill the Jinx and then leave. But here you fear Alistar, so now he's feared, but again he doesn't like matter because his only spell is his E, and you will always W it. So you're basically using your CC on a guy that you're not hitting, and then a guy that is not any threat to you. That makes sense, right? I think this entire fight, if you had fear on Jinx, she wouldn't be hitting you this entire time, right? Another mistake is that you didn't spell shield Alistar stun, which I think is very. There's some things that are like not easy to spell shield, like it's like hard to react. But like Alistar auto attack is super slow, and it's pretty choreographed, like spell, you know. So I think in this case, even with how low mana Malzahar was, because Jinx is playing in the mobile carry, and because the enemy bot lane was pretty low, like they weren't like full HP or anything, and because you had a really good flank, I think this was completely playable as a gank. You just have to play the mechanics better. Does all make all sense?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Okay, let me skip through the early game because you said most of it was mid late game, so let me skim through. Because a lot of things, because like it's already 6-1, but like these things matter a lot. Because it's something as simple as and if you didn't die and delay, like right now you'd be on your finishing rolls going to your Gromp, and then you saw Ekko walking to Dragon, you have the ability to maybe contest him, maybe 50-50 stop him, be annoying. Looks like he stalls in base while you have like Phage, you do 1v1, but when we die, we obviously we're not able to contest Dragon, and we're too late on it and stuff like that, right? So there's a lot. It's like a lot of domino effects. One little mistake bot lane equals Dragon and equals you just not being able to do anything.
Mm.
Okay. I like how you get level 6, you look top, you look mid. This is good. Because of our map awareness, we are able to recognize that top's a free gank. So then we get a grub off it. I think that's really good. Dragon, now our dragon's up for our ult's up for dragon. Polly messed up. Nothing we could have done. Get Strybreaker. Oh, I want to let me look bot again during this game. Okay, really big here. You see Jinx flash. So even though this doesn't work out because Shen messed up happens. Um, if I'm you, I actually feel really, even though the game's 7-2, I actually feel really strong individually, right? Because I'm 2-0, I have Strybreaker, I'm pretty sure I'm up a level, I haven't seen Ekko in a long time, right? And now Jinx has a big shutdown. Jinx also has been playing perma aggressive. Every time we look bot lane, they're fighting. So it's an aggressive player with no flash, and he's playing an immobile carry, and I'm playing Nocturne with Strybreaker, Smite slow, flash after him, fear, ult, the whole shebang, right? And even though he's strong, again, KDAs don't matter. It's all about items and XP. My AD carry is the same level, and he's actually up 22 CS. So because of that, he's actually even items. This Jinx is probably gonna base right now and buy Yuntal, and my Malzahar already has black, so my black fire torch. So my Balian is actually the exact same strength. So my AD carry is the same strength as their AD carry, but their AD carry has no flash. So I actually think that this dragon in 20 seconds is completely fightable. I think you just clear downwards like you're doing right now. I think if you do Krugs and then Raptors, then we clear down. Preferably, I want to keep our ult for Jinx, but I mean, Ryze is still an important carry, and we just saw him flash, so I guess this is fine too. But anyway, now we kill this guy. If I'm you, I instantly start dragon right now. I'm thinking, okay, I start dragon. I wouldn't go like long way, safe way here. I think you're fully safe. If Ekko can't be in the bush because you have a ward in the Raptor entrance, you see. So it's not like he could be in this line bush. So I would just walk in and just start the dragon ASAP with the mindset of, okay, their mid laner's dead. So if we do the dragon, it's 3v3. Jungle AD carry support versus jungle AD carry support. We see Ekko getting bot. We come to match him. And I think this guy's dead. You just EM, W, smite, and now you could kill. Nah, this is all good. This is really, really good. Like you saw, because of our, we have item, and our AD carries item, and their AD carries no flash. We're actually all even strength, and we just do a crazy fight. This is really good. And then if I'm you, I would honestly just run straight back to dragon. If our Malzahar wants the base, we can do Gromp Wolves and stall time from. But even right now, again, their AD carry still no flash. If you look at the minimap, it looks like he's walking up. So I want my eyes to be peeled on this bot lane, because if Jinx ever overwalks up with no flash, he's dead, right? Even right now, when you look bot here, and you look at this wave, you see 6 minions, right? And we have no blue minions. So that means this wave is gonna push no matter what. No matter what, this wave is gonna be here. It's gonna stop. It's gonna be like somewhere here, and then the AD carry Jinx has to be either stand here or stand here to auto the next wave, right? So she's gonna be pushed up, right? This is like not being pushed up. This is an invisible line through the lane. This is being pushed up. This is being like safe, quote unquote, right? But we know she still has no flash, and we know that we have our ult coming up in literally 2 seconds. We still have our flash. We still have Strybreaker. I think here I would actually just skip wolves, just do Grump to here, and just sit in Tribush. And if she ever walks past this line ever, even for a second, I'm instantly pressing alt, and she's just dead. No counterplay. E fear, smite slow, Strybreaker slow, no flash Jinx. And then if we kill the Ballin, then we get Dragon for free. Even now, even Alistar is also a free kill. He's also no flash, and if we kill Alistar, it's still no advantage is too strong. You could be killing. It doesn't matter if you kill a jungler or an AD carry or mid laner or support. Anytime you kill an enemy and you make the game a 45, or I guess in this case a 3v4, you'll just win the fight. Um, so I think in this case, now they've kind of had an opportunity to group up. Like they've got push up, they collected with the jungler. The Rise got pry on the Rise shifts down. Now they're kind of connected as four, and now I think it's a way different picture. You can't just dive in now on Jinx because she has her entire team with her. So I think you lost an opportunity by doing it after Gromp. I think if you did it now, Ekko isn't bought yet, Rise hasn't moved yet, and you guys have an opportunity to 2v3 them, or even Katarina roam down, so it'd be actually a 2v4. And if Ekko's here, it's still better for you because it'd still be a 4v3. There's four of you and three of them, right? So I think here's
Right.
a kind of lost opportunity to force block. Because imagine, like I said, you were in Tribush, and these guys walk in
Yeah.
like this, and Katarina's still here. Boom, we ult in on the Jinx, 4v3. Three-man like Strybreaker midair, three-man passive, three-man Q. I think these guys are literally all wiped, and then we get Dragon, and then the game's over. We just won the game, right? And I think it's one of those things where, oh, if I knew they were gonna walk up now, I would do it. But you kind of have to see into the future a little bit and just notice that Balling's been fighting permanently the entire game. Jinx has been pushing permanently the entire game, and we're still tracking Jinx's flash, and we know that she's no flash. And we look at bot and we see that the obviously the enemy wave is way bigger than our own, so they have to push up, you know. And you think of all these things, and then the idea of skipping a wolf camp to hover doesn't sound as crazy, you know. Especially because you're Nocturne,
Yeah,
you could cheat it. You don't have to actually even be a tribush. You could literally be like here, right? And still ult. And then if they walk up, you're in range. If they don't walk up, then you go back to your wolves. And like, yeah, we lost like 5 seconds on our clear, but like the risk to reward is so worth it to lose 5 seconds for potential like winning game scenario fight. You know.
yeah,
Okay. This fight still doesn't look terrible. We have Shen ult. I'd flash over the wall, and then I would ult back in here. With you're like 1 second back in your thing, I think you're slow in reacting. Yeah, a lot of times people don't realize how long Nocturne ult is. If you look at the bar, you still have a quarter of your ult left to ult in. So we look here, half HP Jinx, half HP Alistar sitting on top of each other with both no flashes. Anytime people are sitting on top of each other as Nocturne, it's such a good target because your passive AoE, your Q's AoE, your Strikebreaker's AoE. Your Nocturne unironically has three like four sources of damage that are AoE. So anytime people are standing top of each other like this, I think you should be having like fucking slobber coming out of your mouth and instantly ulting, and this is like a double kill instantly, right? And you'll heal off both of them because you're passive, and then you'll also get triumph off both of them. So you guys look like you won the fight anyways, but I think you should ult in there because maybe if you're in there, you'll be able to fear the rise, chase this guy down, blah blah blah, you know. But anyways, good fight. Get dragon. Now we've been fighting a lot, so now it's good to just go back to our full clear. Just be a balance of fighting to full clear to fighting to ganking. I think his flash is back up by now. Yeah, it is. God. Anyway, good. I mean, this is what I want you to be. I don't care what happens top. If top losing a tower, it's because he's fucking up. The idea of you ulting an immobile carry bot and getting bot tower will always be correct. The only thing I care about now if I'm you is dragon. Dragon's 90 seconds. What's my goal for dragon? My goal is for dragon to spawn and for me to be in dragon area with ult up, flash up, all my money spent, full HP. If you could do that, I'm happy. I don't want to burn my ult right now because let's say you get a kill right now, your ult will be down for dragon, but they'll be the guy you kill is gonna be respawn for dragon, you know. So if I'm here, I'm spam pinging retreat, and if there's a fight that I have to be a part of, try to hold my ult if I can, and just go in base. I don't want to burn my flash that comes up. I don't want to die. Don't want to ult. I wouldn't want to do
yeah,
this either. In my head, Valzar is fully out. Like he's out, right? They're not. He's just gonna run away. Maybe he run towards away. Maybe him and Cheapo will do this. If you want, you can help him like where you are. If by helping him, you can technically run like this, and then if GP tries to like pincer him, then you guys can save him there just with your autos and your Qs and your Es. I think if Alistar's like flashing on him right now and there's gonna be a guarantee fight, then sure. But in my head, this guy could potentially be out. Um, because the problem here is like you have no ult for Dragon, but like Rise is up in 37, Dragon's up in 26, but Rise has TP because he's a soul laner, so Rise can still be a Dragon, um, but your ult will no longer be a Dragon, and Malzar. If he doesn't have flash, this guy still dies, right? And if now that I know he has flash, I think he always would have lived. He never would have died, you know. Um, so I think it's always be really like mindful about your ult before Dragon, because now you see like our ult's down, and if Rise has TP, this is just not does not feel good. Looks like they just give
yeah.
it.
I think
God
I
bless.
saw Ekko use alt here, so I figured
Yeah.
it might be okay to
No,
still
now, now,
go.
now I think yeah. No, it's all about intent. I think the fact that Ekko ulted and that they're so delayed on the map and they chase you guys makes this completely fine. It's more like the intent of you had no idea when you ulted him, you had no idea that Ekko would waste his ult too. Correct? Like it's impossible to know that. So we always look
Yeah,
at when we look at our decisions, we always look at what we're thinking about before we do it, like the intent of our decisions. I think your intent was bad. I think the result actually ended up being good because Echo fucked up, and Malzar ended up living, and they ended up chasing you guys in your jungle for 5 seconds and getting chunked. Um, so I think that because of like the events that transpired. And I think that ends up being really good for you. But when you're ulting at the same Malzahar, I think the idea behind the ult is bad. You know, it just ended up working out because a bunch of variables that you can't control. If that makes sense. I think ulting here is fine because there's no objective up. I know Otacon's up, but like no one really starts Otacon on spawn because it's not that easy of an objective. You know.
Yeah,
Um,
I should have ulted the Alistair. I think
yeah,
I messed this fight up.
I think so too. He's just so low. Even though it's like it is true to always focus carries over like tanks or supports, but when the support is 1 HP and the carry is 100% HP, then just get the support guy like over with, and then you could work on the carry, like think about the carry later. You know. I think you kill GP here, spam ping Otacon. Yeah, perfect. Spam ping Otacon, ping your teammates. Um, I want my teammates to come. I don't want a two-man or three-man list. I don't know where you're going. I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, if you're like I don't know what you're doing. GP's still dead. You see Alistar mid, so one guy's dead. One guy's dead. One guy can't be here. It's Alistar. You have Katarina here, Shen here, Katarina here, and you. So you have three people here. When this guy TP's in, only three people can be here. It's the TP guy, it's the Jinx guy, and it's the support. So at the very worst case scenario, you're 3v3. And
Yeah,
also, if Alistar's mid, like there's a good chance maybe one of his teammates are either maybe Ekko's here or Jinx is here. Like I doubt the support is mid by himself under tower. Maybe he is, but if he is, that's the worst case scenario, and you're still 3v3, so you're still even numbers. So it's still not a bad fight. You're still 9-1-2 in an even fight, and it's not like you're with like a useless support. You are with your two soul inners. Like soul inners are strong members. You know, they're not like useless carries. Uh, so the worst case scenario is 3v3. Best case scenario is 2v3, and Ekko or Jinx are near mid. And you are just completely leaving these guys. You are completely leaving these guys to just fend for themselves. This Shen definitely thinks to himself, "Oh, I have a 9, 1, and 2 fed ass Nocturne. This guy's TPing. We're definitely gonna turn on the TP. He's definitely thinking, okay, I'm gonna taunt this guy who TP's in, and then we're gonna just kill him, and then win the fight. Meanwhile, he E's in, and his Nocturne just ran for fucking I don't know for the milk, you know." So I don't know why you're this terrified. It's either even numbers, you're fucking insanely fed. This guy's TPing in your face, so he can take a lot of free damage. You have flash up, smite up. Uh, I don't know why you're this scared. Do you remember why
yeah, I think
do you remember why?
like Rise is way stronger than Cat at this point, and Mal's was kind of like my strong teammate, so I wanted to play with him, and he's obviously still sitting mid. Um, yeah, I think that's kind of what was going through my head.
I agree. Rise is your strongest guy. I mean, sorry, Miles is your strongest guy for sure. I think it's also your. I don't know if you're just not counting your own strength, but you know, everything we do is off items. So if you do it off items and XP, you're same level as Rise. Two items, two items, boots, boots, 800 gold in components, the 800 gold plus whatever this is. So you're up over 1,000 gold on Rise, and you're the exact same level. So let's say I like to do like scorecard in my like a mental scorecard in my head of strength out of 10, right? So if I was gonna do it out of 10, it'd be like 9, 9, 8, maybe 7.5. You know, two items, 2.5 items, 8.5, 8, one item, 7, 7, and then this guy 2.5, 1.5, so 7.5, and then 2.5. Maybe this guy's an 8.5, right? And so I kind of just do like a mental note on this, right? So I think, okay, I'm the same strength as Rise because we're the exact same items, the exact same XP. If anything, I'm a little stronger because I have more components than him, right? Mid's a bit weaker than Rise, it's fine. And then Shen's a bit weaker. So, but if it's one of those things where Shen is like 0 fucking 10 and my cat's 0-10, that's one thing. Like these guys are like completely useless, that's sure, but like, they're still like they still have some items. They're still not. They still do something, you know. And even though Rise is strong, you're just as strong as him, if not stronger. So I don't know, I think you're too. And also, if you are like terrified, then I would say you have to be like, you know, danger ping, caution ping. You actually, I don't know if you misclick, you literally ping for assistance. So if I'm Shen and I see my 912 Nocturne ping for assistance right here, I'm thinking, oh
Yeah,
shit, he wants me to go and he wants me to help him here, you know? You're doing an assistance ping, and now you're doing retreat when it's way too late, you know? Um,
right.
so I also think that I know a lot of coaches say don't type. I think if you're a fast typer, it's sometimes it's good. I would if I'm doing the Satacon and you're doing the mindset of I only want to fight with Malzahar, then I would literally type Malz please come like Malz PLZ and then and then Otacon or come or whatever. And I'm here, I'm like spam target pinging it, spam assistant pinging, and just begging it Malzahar comes. Because if your mindset is, oh, I only want to fight here if my Malzahar comes, then with that logic we can never pull this unless Malzahar is coming or is here to pull it, right? Um, so that at that point, if Malzahar's not coming, then just don't even do the Otacon, just go do the blue buff, you know? Because if you're only fighting if he's here, and if they come and then he doesn't come, then this is gonna happen. Your entire team will die, and then they'll get Otacon, and then the game gets flipped on its head.
Yeah,
Make
and that's
sense?
pretty much what happens.
Yeah. I mean, Otacon's a huge objective. So yeah, you lose Otacon, you lose mid tower. Everyone takes their turn dying. Malzahar dies, and Emilio dies, and now you're the guy who says he didn't want to fight without Malzahar, and that was in a 3v3, and now you're engaging a 2v3 without Malzahar, right? So
Yeah, I know I entered that
and
pretty
then
hard.
yeah, and then I think I agree because he has this mid tower, another mid tower, an inhib, bot tower, Audica. I think last 3 minutes you guys lose like 5,000 gold worth of towers and objectives. You hold your Q way too long. You should Q instantly to get. And when you're in your Q, you get bonus AD. So all these auto attacks you did, like 3 autos plus your ult, would have done more damage if you did it if you Q'd.
Yeah,
He probably would either die or be like 1 HP, which is basically dead. Because right now when he's half HP, you can still walk up and auto when you're half HP. But when you're like 10%, you kind of get terrified because you literally getting blown up by air that kills you.
yeah,
And I think at this point the game's over. I know you guys stalled another 5 minutes, but I think they've gotten too much gold. Where and Nocturne does get outscaled. There's a point of the game where Nocturne just doesn't do anything. I think that's at the point of the game. Now, even if you Jinx it by yourself and you ult on her, you might not even be able to kill her low key. I mean, this is a perfect example. You literally free hit Rise for like 20 minutes and you weren't even able to kill Rise.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah. Oh, 1 second. I sorry, my fucking friend who just got into the military called me. He only has He only has one phone call and 5 minutes, 3 minutes to talk. So I just got that in. That's funny. Uh, but anyway, sorry. And I think this VOD is cooked. I think it was all about the early mid game. I think you played this game fine to be honest. I mean, you did 5 minutes in the game. The scoreboard is 6-2 and you're 2-0. So I think you honestly were not the reason why your team lost. But there you could have done a couple of things better, right? Like I think once Jinx flashes here, that should be like your game plan. You should be pulling this dragon instantly off the idea of like, okay, Jinx is no flash, any mid's dead, we win 3-3. Then as you're about to pull it, you notice that they fight here. Once this fight happens, you should be in the mentality, okay, I win the game. You're super fed, Miles is super fed. I think you should be immediately playing for dragon, and I think like you should be like the second this happens, you should think to myself, okay, sick. I'm super fed now, and my mouths are super fed now. I want to force bot fights, 2v2's bot, 3v3's bot, 4v4's bot. I don't care what it is. I want to be near bot for the next 2 minutes. I want to guarantee get the second dragon, so the enemy team doesn't have a soul win con, and I just want to fight off my strong mouths and off their weak no flash AD carry, and my ult's basically back up. So I literally, if I'm you, I'm literally just doing one camp, running straight bot. The only reason why you're doing one camp is because your ult's down. If your ult was up, I would just skip Gromp and run straight bot right now. Because your
Yeah.
ult's down, you just do Gromp, wait for your ult. And now it's second you have ult, instantly run bot and just sit in the bush for 10 seconds and just ult someone. I think this would have been like your way to crack open the game, get second dragon, win a big fight. Um, and then besides that, the only other big point I had was just the in the mid game saving your ult more, like thinking about your ult usage. And then the last one was the Otacon, just not pulling it. If you think you can only pull it with a Malzar or whoever your strongest member is, then wait for them. And if they're not there, then don't even pull it. And if you're gonna pull it, then you better just flip the fight and hope it goes well.
Yeah.
Anything in this game I missed? Or anything you want to look at?
No, that's everything. Thank you so much.